Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Sekapoko here, bringing you another Genshin Impact video. For this video, I'm going to show you how to do damage with a level 60 Amber. Again, I am world level 31 right now, so I can definitely go much higher than this. It's probably a god tier way to do this. So, I'm just letting you know, I also am rocking a 3-star bow, so I'm not doing anything crazy, but this is how you go from small PP damage to big PP damage. So let's go and jump into it. So basically, what we got here with Amber is we're going to show you how to boost the damage. Now, the way Amber works is very different than other characters. She is a character reliant on getting headshots, okay? It's the headshot character, okay? Now, what we're going to do is exacerbate our headshot damage against this dude. Watch this, okay? Boom. 8,597, okay? Again, level 60, 3-star bow, okay? We're going to do the freeze here, and then we'll just repeat. 3,000. Why did it do less? Well, the ground was on fire and had no elemental particle. So let's get the elemental particle around there and try to get the elemental particle back up. And again, we'll boost the damage again. 8,597. So that's how you do damage with Amber. You hit him in the face, okay? Very important. Now, how do you get your damage up to hitting over 8,000 damage with literally the worst unit in the game? Well, I'm gonna tell you this. What you do is you build for Elemental Mastery, because Elemental Mastery is a thing that boosts your overall damage. How does it work? Well, if you're using an ability called, let's say, Melt. Melt is an ability that will increase your damage by 2 times if you're getting a Frost character first, and then following that using a Fire character. So now I am doing 2 times damage, but that damage is boosted by 43%. So now the damage went from 3,000 all the way up to 8,500. And that's why I hit so fucking hard. So if you're wondering how I hit so hard, the other way I'm doing this is I'm not building for any crit rate, I'm building solely for crit damage. And because I'm building solely for crit damage, because the hit always crits, you do even more damage. This is how you get large amounts of damage on Amber. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any pyro damage pieces because, you know, I'm low level as shit. And I also don't have my passives yet. So the other things we've tested out is I've actually used a different weapon, and I actually tested this versus the prototype Crescent at level 40 versus level 40, and the amount of damage that I got on the actual weapon for Sharpshooter's Oath was actually higher. Now, if I do level this up even further and want to test this out, I will test this out to see at level 70 versus a level 70 Sharpshooter's Oath to see which one does more damage, but I'm pretty sure based on the test that I did, the Sharpshooter Oath is going to be much higher. So I'm very, very interested to see how that's going to go, because the Sharpshooter Oath is a very, very good weapon for Amber, because if you shoot him in the face, it does 48% extra damage. That's why it hits so hard. My artifact set right now, which is really interesting, is actually really not that great. Right now we have, of course, a Bard Flute Leather, which increases my Elemental Mastery by plus 80. We're using the Instructor set with the crit rate, which is not very good. And of course, substats are dog shit with the attack rolls. And then we over here, I got lucky and I actually got an attack piece here, but this stuff right here, the Elemental Mastery was key, the crit rate was bad, the HP was bad, and the defense was bad. So obviously, if I get another piece that ends up having more stuff here, I'm going to go for that. Again, between Elemental Mastery and attack, it's pretty even between the two, so you can get a linear progression between the two. I'd say Elemental Mastery potentially could be better, and attack could potentially be better too. It really depends on your total overall values for attack and everything else. Now, the other thing that you're going to get, of course, is I have the Instructor set here with crit damage on it. That is a very important piece to actually get a headpiece with crit damage. Your headpiece with crit damage is going to boost your damage exponentially with Amber, because you're always critting, and that's all that matters. You do not have to worry about any crit rate on her. You just want to go with attack, Elemental Mastery, as well as attack percentage, and finally crit damage. Those are the 4 substats that you want on weapons, any piece, because those are the ones that are going to boost you the most. Now, the other thing with Amber, of course, is here I don't really have any flowers that are built out for her, because I don't really take a lot of hits, but if I do get another flower built out for her, I will of course try to boost my damage even further. So, the other thing that you got to know for Amber is pyro damage. Again, since our damage is pretty much all pyro damage is the great way to go. It's going to give you even more damage. So, the 2 best pieces that work for her, in my opinion, for overall set, are going to be the Bard Plume set, which is going to be this set right here, which you can get legendary pieces on, and finally the Crimson Witch with the Flames. The last piece, of course, is going to be a relative to basically whatever you want to run on, and that'll give you the most amount of damage for Amber to give you a very, very good set. And this is going to be the best possible build for Amber, because you can do large amounts of damage with very little gear and very little weapons. Now, unfortunately for 4-star weapons, there aren't a lot of other options that you can use besides the prototype crescent here, because the way this weapon works is you have to hit a headshot first on a weak spot, and then of course hit another hit. So what you're gonna have to do with that is, of course, you're gonna have to hit once and then go into a charge shot animation immediately following that, and then hit with the charge shot. Now it's actually kind of tricky to do it, and that of course takes a little bit longer. It is not my preferred method of doing things, but it can potentially get you higher damage if you get to a higher refinement level. So if I do get more refines on, of course, the weapon that I showed you over here for the prototype crescent, it would be actually a better weapon than the, of course, the sharpshooter oath. But unfortunately, until I get a very large amount of refines on the prototype crescent, I am not going to be able to do any of that, and that's going to take me a very large amount of resources to get done, so I don't have to worry about it at all. The only other weapon that's going to be better than her is going to be the Amos bow, which is the legendary 5-star weapon that is going to increase damage based on the distance between you and the target, and of course increases your total damage by I think it's 8% or something like that, or 12% or something like that, based on your aim shot damage, and of course gives you 8% based on distance between the target for how long the arrow was in flight. So if you do shoot from farther away, of course you get more damage, but of course it caps at an additional, I believe, 32% or something like that, or 40%, depending on the distance between you and the target. So that's how you can get more damage on Amber to make her very OP. Now, the best character that I found to run with her is going to be Kaya, and Kaya, as I'm running right now, I definitely use a more physical damage build on him. I use him as my main DPS because Kaya is a primary DPS character that actually works very fast, and the reason why he works so well with her is because his first ability, which is Frost Knot, is actually going to be on a 6-second cooldown. So every 6 seconds I can actually just go ahead and pop an ability on an enemy, and of course get a very large amount of damage and do massive amounts to enemies. So then I can, of course, if I want to, use Kaya's ultimate, that can get another frosting in there as well and get more damage even further on Amber and continuously pop headshots. This is a very powerful strategy when fighting enemies, and I want to get continuous damage and very high spike damage. So this is how you can improve your damage very quickly, even with the worst characters in the game, by using things like elemental mastery to boost them even further. Now, even when you're going into other characters, that is the primary way that I would do things, in particular going with a frost character first, so I can use a taunt on the bunny, use a frost, and then switch over to Amber, and then Amber use the headshot, bam, and that is the whole rotation that you did see just now. I can go ahead and do it again on another character. Let's go. Amber. OP. Amber with food and a potion. Let's go check it out. That's a thumbnail. Yo, what's up, my guy? How you doing? Damn, bro, you okay? Shit, you okay? You okay? He doesn't seem like he's okay. You good, bro? Feels bad to be that guy. All right, these guys have fire resist. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, this guy, no fire resist. You're dead. Ooh. You okay? Oh, she's not okay. She's not okay. Medic! Yo, what's up, my guy? How you doing? You good? Wanna hang out? Yo, I play free-to-play characters. You like free-to-play characters? Yo, here you go. Frost. Bop. And then another bop. And then another bop. And then another bop. And you're dead. Okay, moving on. You died too slick. Okay, I need to go to the next guy already. Okay, this guy, he doesn't have a weak spot. Damn, bro. You're already dead? Didn't get to shoot you in the face, bro. You already died. You died too quick, bro. What's up, friend? How you doing? You looking good? All right, cool. Bam. Boom. Making it really, really easy, going around just clapping folks, not even worry about anything else. It's a really consistent strategy. I've been using it since the start of the game, and to be honest with you, I've tried it with a bunch of different characters. The characters that I like the most, of course, is Kaya. I have tried it with Chungyang. Chunga is okay with this, and you can get some nice rotations in there, so if you want to like that better, it's really good. You can also do it with Chi-Chi too. It doesn't work as well because you have to get very, very close to the melee range and then do it that way, but if you want to do it that way, you can. There is another character that's going to be coming out, and his name is going to be Child, and Child is going to be a very, very good character to run with a fire-based character to a very similar strategy. Another character that's going to work really well with a very similar strategy is going to be Zhang Ling. Zhang Ling Berry can throw out at an enemy to, of course, get the fire attack out, back away on your Child, and of course then shoot them in the face with your Child and then do large amounts of damage and do crazy amounts of work to people. This is a very fun strategy, so I encourage you to try it out in your own gameplay. My name is Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, of course, like and subscribe, all the fun stuff. Let me know if you have any questions about how you can do the strategy in the comment section down below, and of course I will help you out as best I can. If you do visit me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sekapoko on the daily. We stream every day, probably around 8 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, depending on whenever I get a video out, and I'll be able to help you out and even further while live on stream. Again, thank you for watching, and have a great rest of the day, guys. Peace.